Hello everybody, hello once again. So I'm Roseline Banjoko and this video is being sponsored by Desired Couture. It's a video that will teach you and give you valuable tips, very great tips about fashion and style, tips on how to create your own brand, your own image, and just create yourself. Okay, so again, this video is being sponsored by Desired Couture. You can find Desired Couture, an online fashion house, on www.desiredcouture.ie. How you all doing? Welcome to 2014. So, in the last couple of videos, we've been talking about three important things: about style, your personal style, about brand and image. But most important, we've been focusing very much on style. And we're still talking about style today. The last time I gave you some homework to be honest to yourself and to see if indeed your style as you perceive or observe in your mind is actually, if it's the same as what your friends or colleagues or people close to you see your style as. And I told you that if there's a gap, I'm here to help you close that gap or close that bridge so that what you observe for yourself, what you would like people to see of you, is indeed how they would perceive you. If indeed you find there is no gap and what you think of yourself is exactly how people see you, then fantastic. Again, my job here is to help you enhance those features, those qualities that you have, so you continue to just be your fabulous self. All right? Great. So what has been your observation so far? Keep writing to me. I've got so many different mail that has come to me, and I love every single one of them. Very interesting. And with time, I will begin to share some of those, but I will only share those that I've received permission from the writers to share. If you want it kept private, trust me, I will keep it private. You should never ever go to a third party. It's just between me and you. All right? Great. So, we talked about style, and I mentioned in the last video how I know sometimes we struggle to keep up with our style, and we have things or circumstances that make it more difficult, different circumstances make it more difficult to push it to the level we want it to be who we want the world to see us at. And sometimes it can be so difficult. We have life issues, we have, I don't know, anything from work, just stress, whatever, or just don't feel like we just lack the motivation to just go the extra mile. And also giving you a story about the lion, the king of the jungle. And I've told you, if you ever find yourself in that situation where you feel, you lack the motivation, you just can't be bothered, and you just want to compromise, remember, the lion of the jungle will never compromise. The lion, no matter how hungry he is, will never eat grass. It just can't happen. He will never ever eat grass. So let's talk about today's topic. The last topics we've been dealing with your personal style and about you, okay? And now I want to talk about style in society. Now that's a huge topic on its own, but in particular, how when society observes style, how that actually influences you or how it affects or impacts you. So observe. In society today, we have many newly coined words. They have created life or images in our minds be quite different from what they were a while ago. For example, Beyonce created the word bootylicious. Before then, the word never existed. But now when I say bootylicious, you understand exactly what that means. That's interesting, isn't it? There are other words that have been coined by society with time. Some of these words are words like baby doll dress, wife beaters, boy shorts, boyfriend shirt, boyfriend trousers, and words like that. You see, these are all coined terms or words that change the way we observe things. They're not regular words we normally use or find in the dictionary. Actually, correction on that, because some of these words are now in the dictionary. They've made their way into the dictionary. That's just how life is. Okay, so Let's go to see how society impacts our individuality. If I look at professional careers, it's amazing how society loves to give generic images or generic views. And that, in fact, impacts us. So I'm going to explain this further. Let's have this exercise. Interesting. For each professional name I'm going to call, professional career I'm going to call, what image comes to your mind? So, for example, if I call the word, when I say image, by the way, I'm referring to the person's image and style. So, if I call the word, say, for example, doctor, in your mind, what kind of group is that? What kind of style would they have? Where would they go? What would they like to be? What kind of movies would they watch in general? Who are they? What is their style? Doctors. What about models? In general, what's their character? Where do they hang out? Where they like to be? What kind of things would they observe? Would they like? What kind of things will attract them? Let's try another one. Car salesman. Interesting. Another one. Wait for it. Teacher. Curious, isn't it? I'm sure in your mind there's a vast difference in a doctor, a model, a car salesman, and a teacher. Why is that? Because society, lovingly enough, helps us to generalize everything to make it easier to comprehend and flow. So, the problem here is that if everybody is now bottled up into a particular box, so that is a generic state of being, how can we as individuals come out of that general box and show whoever, wherever, who we are and what our style is? How can we do that when society already tells us this is who you are in this box? The whole idea of personal style is that while still being a particular box, because no matter what, a doctor is a doctor, a model is a model, a lawyer is a lawyer, a caretaker is a caretaker, a gardener is a gardener, and the list goes on. But no matter what, even in each particular box, one should be able to bring out their style and their essence of who they are. They should be able to stand out to say, this is me. Yes, I might be a model, but I also have this and this and this going for me. That's my style. Yes, I might be a doctor, but also have that and that and that going for me. That's my style. So, today, your observation, your lesson to take home with you today is this. What generic group or groups, because sometimes you'll find that we can fall in between certain groups as well, do you fall into? And do you struggle with trying to bring out your essence, your being, your individuality from being in this generic group? What is really curious or interesting is this. While society tries to group us into certain fields to make it easy to understand, each of those groups or fields is actually made up of many people's individual styles. That's amazing, isn't it? So, observe. For this period, your job or your lesson is to, again, consciously, because success is a conscious effort, of changing things around. Consciously ask yourself, what generic groups do I belong to? Is my value, is my essence of my style, the value of my style being seen? How can I make it known? How can I make myself more transparent in how I want to be seen within those groups and also from other groups as well? That's a job for today. Think about it. Remember again, this video has been sponsored by Desired Couture. You can find it online, a fantastic online brand. It's on www.desiredcouture.ie, your online fashion store. So again, until next time, think about yourself, your personal style. Think about the lion who would never eat grass. And very important, think about the generic term or terms that you've been grouped into and ask yourself, am I being perceived in this group? Am I lost in this group? Who am I in this group? And how can I bring myself, my style essence out to show? So again, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye now.